Hey there, this is Ketan Gandhi and my registration number is 21BPS1628. And today I've chosen to talk about the topic application of finite automata in search engines. So through this presentation I'll be covering the topics: what is the theory of automata, what are the types of automata, what are finite automata, what are the types of finite automata, application of finite automata, what are search engines, and what are the application of finite automata in search engines. So let's get started. So what is the theory of automata? Automata theory is a theoretical subject in computer science and mathematics. It refers to the study of abstract machines and automata, as well as the computational problems that can be solved using them. An automaton is a self-propelled computing device which follows a predetermined sequence of operations automatically. So basically there are four types of automata. The first one follows a combination logic. Then there are finite state machines, there are push down automata, and then there are Turing machines. As we go above, the complexity of automata increases. So what are the types of automatas? There are four different types of automata, basically: the finite state machines, the push down automata, there are linear bounded automatas, and then there are Turing machines. So what are finite automatas? Finite automatas are the most basic machines that can spot patterns. It has a finite number of states and a set of guidelines for changing between them. In a sense, it is a model of digital computer that is abstract. The automaton that is described in the image represents states, which are represented by circles, and the transitions that are represented by arrows. As the automaton sees a symbol of input, it makes a transition or a jump to another state according to its transition function, which takes the previous state and the current input symbol as its argument. So what are the types of finite automata? There are two types of finite automata: the deterministic finite automata or DFAs, and then there are non-deterministic finite automata or NFAs. A DFA consists of five tuples that are represented by symbols q, sigma, small q, f, and delta. Q here is the set of all states. Sigma represents the set of input symbols. Small q is the initial state. F represents the set of final states, and the delta symbol represents the transition functions defined by the given equation. Non-deterministic finite automata or NFAs are similar to DFAs, except the following additional features. The null symbol move is allowed, that is, it can move forward without reading the symbol. Ability to transmit to any number of states for a particular input. It also has the transition function which is represented by the given equation. Some important points about DFAs and NFAs are: every DFA is an NFA, but an NFA is not always a DFA. There can be multiple final states in both NFAs and DFAs. DFAs are used in lexical analysis and compilers. NFAs are more of a theoretical concept. So what are the applications of finite automata? Applications of finite automata includes the designing of lexical analysis of compiler, recognition of pattern using regular expressions. It is also used for the designing of combination and sequential circuits by Meili and Moore machines. It is also used in text editors, and it is also used for implementation of spell checkers. So what are search engines? A software program used to do web searches is known as search engine. They conduct systematic searches of the World Wide Web for specific data that is defined in a text-based web search query. Search engines also retain real-time information by running an algorithm on a web crawler. Unlike web directories and the social bookmark sites, which are usually edited by human beings, shown in the picture are some popular search engines. Search engines work through three primary functions that are crawling, indexing, and ranking. Scoring the internet for content is a process known as crawling. Looking over the code or the content for each URL defined. Indexing is a process of storing and organizing the content found during the crawling process. Once a page is in the index, it is in the running to be displayed as a result to relevant queries. Ranking is a process that provides the piece of content that will be the best answer for a searcher's query, which means that the results are ordered by the most relevant to least relevant. So finally, what are the applications of finite automata in the search engines? String searching with DFA based algorithms and finite automata algorithm for pattern searching are the two applications of finite automata in search engines. So what is string searching? The string matching algorithm uses a string matching automaton, which is a highly helpful tool. Every character in the text is examined exactly once and in big of n times. It reports all the valid shifts, finding a specific text pattern's placement within a bigger body of text, such as a sentence, a paragraph, or a book. So what is pattern searching? An important issue in computer science is pattern searching. Pattern searching methods are used to display the search results when we perform a string search in database, browser, or notepad or Word file. We pre-process a pattern and create a 2D array that represents a finite automata in the finite automata based approach. The hardest aspect of this algorithm is creating the finite automata. Once the finite automata is constructed, searching is straightforward. Simply said, we must begin our search with the first character of the text and the initial state of the automaton. At each aspect, we take into account the following character of text. Search for the following state in the created finite automata and change the states. The pattern can be found in the text if we get to the ultimate state. The search process's temporal complexity is big of n. Through this presentation, I would like to conclude that in this new age of technology being used in our day-to-day lives, search engines play a very crucial part in our lives. Finite automata makes it possible for the search engine to function under its immense applications. Thank you for your time.